Hi, and welcome to the Beyond Files.
Ready to question reality? You're in the right place.
Let's dive in.
Creepy real photos that keep me up at night, part 21. This photo was posted to Reddit with the caption, "My friend has recently shown me this picture from 2016 of him and his brother at the front of Blackpool Beach at 7 a.m. Photo taken by their mother. When they looked at the photo, they saw the figure in between legs and looked around and nobody was there. Does anybody have any thoughts? No, no thoughts here. Follow for more creepy real photos."
That would leave me so unsettled.
No words.
Morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I got to get to work. But I got up this morning to get my coffee. I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys were right that activity seems to be picking up because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open, and then I noticed this chair. So I checked the Ring video, and it definitely
The chairs are always hard, especially like the way they move. It could definitely be two wires pulling the chairs. It's hard to tell.
She seems pretty pissed off.
What did you do?
I am so excited about this video. This was actually captured by Colorado River Expedition around May 24th on the Colorado River. They were going up the river when they saw something that looks like a Bigfoot, and it was watching them. You can glimpse the actual creature in between the trees, and then it disappears. Is this real? That's really the question. Is this a real sighting of an actual Bigfoot? Because it is absolutely phenomenal. Take a look at this footage, comment below, tell me what you think.
He's done.
That's really funny.
This looks pretty real to me. I
It
don't
does.
know. I believe there's big feet. Here we go again.
Bigfoots.
Yeah, I think they exist.
Yeah, I do too.
But I don't know. What do you think? I think this is probably the best footage I've seen, even though it's still,
You just want to see more of it. But that is the best one I've seen in
Yeah.
a long time, for sure.
People have been finding doors that blend right in with nature, such as a big boulder that you can open up. Oh, fun. People are finding these little entryways into mountains and actually little like hiding places where if you open them up, you can close them, but they lock from the outside. You can't open them back up once you're inside them. So people have to reopen them from the outside. That sounds a little odd. They also found out that once you're inside these, it's soundproof. You can't hear anybody yelling in there. These are being found at national forests as well as just many campgrounds. Fun. On the inside of some of these, they have found carvings of the words help, I know who did this, so forth. Oh, fun.
At first, I was like, ooh, magical little portals. And then it just started getting a little bit darker.
Well, we know Missing 411, David Paulides, he covers all the missing people in the national forests, so this is not beyond the realm of doubt for me. But it is a little creepy that they close from the outside, lock from the outside, and the carvings on the inside. The only thing I wish is that he had some video or picture proof to back it up. But I believe
Yeah.
him. I think it's real. He just should probably show that, split screen it, something.
Mm-hmm.
A woman got an absolutely terrifying surprise when she decided to record while she was in the ER. She had been admitted into the ER and decided to record a quick video for her Snapchat. As she was turning the camera around, she caught this thing, and it was hovering over another patient in the ER. Here's the short little video, and I do have it slowed down so you can see it. But as it pans over, there is a solid black figure standing next to this man. I tried to stabilize it here, so it did kind of warp some stuff to stabilize the video better. This figure is solid black. It looks like it's wearing a solid black veil. It honestly looks like a Grim Reaper. And it's just standing at this man's bedside. And when you look closely at it, it almost looks like it has like a black haze around it. What do you guys think about this one? Is this thing here to reap the souls of the people in this emergency room, or what is this thing? Let me know.
Whoa.
That is freaky.
If that's what the angel of death looks like, I don't want it when
That
it's my
sounds
time.
Settling. Can it look like
Angelic with like sparkles and light.
What if it looked like Barney the dinosaur?
That would be better than the angel of death that I'm looking at right here.
I've seen acts of strength from people, children, that are beyond imagination, impossible strength. Like a giant was in the room. You know, I worked in a residential treatment center in Colorado, and it was called Devereux Cleo Wallace. And this place had like semi-locked facility, and there was like 6-year-olds all the way up to 18-year-olds for various different issues, adjudicated youth, people that are serving sentences, and then you just had like Asperger's and autism unit, and all mixed together in this insane complex. And this little 6-year-old girl was freaking out, and they put them in quiet rooms. That's what they call it. It's like not a padded room, like a walled linoleum reinforced room with a serious door, you know, a cell. She's in that room, and all these staff are in there restraining her, all men, all like teenage or mostly college age guys. And they all have this little girl. I mean, arms are like this thick, pinning her down. And then she starts screaming in multiple voices in languages, start erupt like Twilight languages, like all this like deep
Really?
guttural roaring, and lifts all of us off the ground from her back. You can feel the atmosphere in the room shift, like with icy, horrible, cold, dread, anguish, you know, and I started praying out loud in the name of Jesus at the time, like just in Jesus' name, we bind you from affecting this little girl, and we command you to get off of her and be silent and leave her. And it was like,
The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah. Do you think because she was just like more open to be more of a vessel for entities, or the environment she was
Maybe
in?
it's the environment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to notice something. If you notice, when we zoom in and you look at people, you'll notice that there's a white halo around every single person that's put into this picture. Why? Because they weren't in the original pictures. If you notice, when you're looking around in these pictures, half the people don't have shadows somehow magically. Then we go over to this little horse and buggy where literally a portion of it is missing. Literally, right? And then we go looking at these people sitting in the background, right? And you notice that everybody seems to be misplaced. Nobody in these pictures was in these pictures. These are all people that have been drawn in, photoshopped, and had shit erased around them to put them into the pictures. Look at it. You don't see how there's a blatant white halo around that makes it so that you can't see the streets and shit? This is all fake fucking history.
Okay, I know some people have seen this picture before, but this is one of the weirdest pictures I've ever seen. You like scroll in on these people, this picture almost looks like AI. It is so weird. None of these people look like they're together. They're all looking in different directions. They don't even necessarily look like they're all standing there. Like, that lady does not look like she's like next to that guy. And what is he doing? They look so out of place. I have studied this picture. If anybody has like any kind of intuition or discernment at all, they know there was something up with this. This is not what a crowd photograph looks like. This is from 1893. Okay, so there's this guy. He's just like adjusting his suit. Everybody is doing different things. These two do not look like they're standing next to each other. They just don't. I don't know what it is about this picture. She's like overjoyed smiling at something. Like, this guy could care less. He's not even looking in that direction. Nobody's looking in the same direction.
They're photoshopping.
It's weird because I've never noticed something like that, but the more you look into that picture, it feels like a created image of what they want us to think that's what it looked like then.
Yeah. It is a little odd when you look at all the people. It's a little weird looking. Look at pictures of people from concerts. They don't look like that.
Yeah, they're very stacked on each other.
Yeah. And like one's not paying attention to the person that's 3 inches by the other one's head. It's a little odd.
Yeah, and the weird gesturing that doesn't make any sense. What do you think of it?
Anne Hathaway, Queen, is reincarnated as she has lived in the past. All right, give it to me. Anne Hathaway's husband is named Adam. Adam looks identical to William Shakespeare. Pull up the picture. Identical. Dude, what the heck? They have the same nose, same eyes, like face shape. Now, where this gets a little suspicious, is that William Shakespeare's wife was actually named Anne Hathaway. Look it up. Okay, and on top of that, I'm going to show you this photo of William Shakespeare's wife, Anne Hathaway, next to a photo painting-ish of Anne Hathaway today. Kind of looks like a painting. Oh my. Hathaway of our time and William Shakespeare's wife, Anne Hathaway, both have the same birthday.
Oh, that's crazy.
Same birthday. And let me do you one more.
Please.
Anne Hathaway of our time and William Shakespeare's Anne Hathaway, their 400th anniversary is the exact same date that Anne Hathaway was born.
What?
Anne Hathaway was born in 1982. William Shakespeare's wife was born in 1582. Their wedding anniversary took place exactly 400 years the day that Anne Hathaway was born. That's weird.
I think a lot of these elites have been
reincarnated, recycled over and over.
Yeah, regenerated, or they are something else and they make themselves appear to age, then all of a sudden they look younger. Or maybe they just disappear for a while.
Like a vampire?
Yeah, like a vampire. What if they die and then a new generation, a few hundred years go by or something, and then they can just reemerge?
Good theory.
Yeah.
So, there's a popular urban explorer by the name of Chris Hill from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill. And he travels deep within a very creepy and strange underground tunnel system hidden within a forest in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Now, Point Pleasant, West Virginia already has a dark past, and I'll tell you why. Everyone's heard of the infamous creature known as the Mothman, right? Now, I'm not saying what Chris captures in this video is indeed the Mothman, but what he does capture in this underground tunnel system, man, put it this way, it's very bizarre. Take a look at those glowing eyes again. You see one set of eyes creep out, and then another creep out too. Like, checking out what Chris is actually doing, right? Whatever that thing, I mean, it's something. It's definitely something. Maybe it's wearing some sort of, like, technology that we don't know about. Some sort of translucent camouflage that we have no idea. I mean, that shit has got to be something. It can't be nothing, right? And the crazy thing about this is when Chris continues forward and he walks in that direction to where the glowing eyes are, he walks around the corner and there's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. It's just more water, more cement walls, just endless tunnel.
Chris has big kahunas.
The tunnels are always creepy to me, going into those dark tunnels. Thrilling, but also terrifying. And those things just popping out like
Yeah,
that.
what do you think those are? Alien chuds?
Cryptids of some sort.
I just think it's crazy he chased it. He went down there. He actually went to check it out.
I couldn't possibly.
No. So I said Chris has big kahunas.
Yeah.
Y'all, Clear Labs is doing so many studies, and they have found human DNA in hot dogs. I want you to read this because if I read it out loud, I could possibly be banned or the video will be taken down. I've been telling you that there's a lot of food with human DNA, and now I'm going to start showing you. I've waited till now to show you the other things where I could give you what I really think. Now, do I know this for a fact? No. But I do know that more and more studies are coming out and they're having stuff like this. This is hot dogs, something we eat. I don't choose to eat because of this. I quit eating about maybe 2 years ago. I'm down to where I'm barely eating meat at all, and I'm trying to refrain from it because I'm really scared. I pray that you'll look into this for yourself. Don't just take my word for it, and just know that everything isn't as it seems. They've also found rat DNA and other things in these products. I pray you'll look into it. Don't just take my word for it again. Do your own research and tell me what you think. Have a good day and be safe.
Do you guys remember him? The gravedigger?
I honestly would love to have an interview with him.
He's probably scared, though.
Yeah.
He might be targeted.
He's gotten a lot of heat, but those are facts.
We know about the hamburgers. We know that the ice cream doesn't melt. Now we know about the hot dogs. All our favorite foods.
And let's go back to that commercial where that chicken tendy.
Y'all, this is a creepy video coming out of New Orleans, Louisiana. This was captured by a woman and her girlfriends. They were just out enjoying the night, dancing, when a random man comes up to her and starts basically freaking on her. Didn't think anything of it until they saw his facial expressions, and it completely weirded them out. Tons of people are chiming in saying, you've met a New Orleans vampire or it's a demon. And honestly, looking at his facial expressions, truly terrifying. Take a look at this. Comment below and tell me what you think.
Why were his eyes glowing?
He was really intense.
The girl's eyes weren't glowing. And yeah, he was intense. He was a super creeper. And if I saw that and I was recording my friend, I'd be like, yeah, we gotta go. Warning, red flag, red flag.
He is some sort of vampire.
If he's not a vampire, he's some sort of serial killer.
Yeah.
Either way, get out of there. We just like to thank all our subscribers. If you like what you see, could you hit the like, the subscribe, and that little bell icon? That just brings us up in the algorithm so we can be seen by more. And if you're new here, welcome and thank you.
Update on what's been tracking me. I got my cameras in earlier today. I'm never going outside again after dark. If you watch it, it's going to be at the end of the video. Look to the left of the screen, you'll see a little, and I zoomed in when you kind of, before it was all good, joking, but somebody tell me what the hell I'm looking at. I've seen coyotes, wolves, cow, whatever. I've never seen nothing like this. If somebody can tell me what it is, or know somebody can come get it, whatever, let me know.
No.
Is that a dog, man? It's growling weird. Is it an alien that's growling?
Yeah, it's kind of an alien. It's got some weird
lights.
Its face.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if he lives in the Appalachians.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Me neither.
This is the original video sent to me by a farmer who does bees and all that stuff. He owns no goats. He was out checking his bees when his eyes caught movement and started recording. He's showing you he's in the middle of nowhere, doesn't understand where this thing came from, but there it is. I've caught him again sending me a footage of this thing 3 years later, and it's been added on here. So this is the original. No narrative has been changed. Thousands of people have used this footage, and I wanted to tell you the truth that this is what it is. He was just checking his bees and saw this. Has no clue what it is.
Is that a goat, man? Is that a real goat, maybe? I don't know. It moves weird.
No, the fact that it's hiding
in the
is
middle
strange.
of nowhere. Yeah. Like he hasn't, it's hiding behind something in an open space. It's odd.
Maybe somebody went to the Run Fair and they did some psychedelics and they got lost.
You're saying this is a role play person? What do they call that? Isn't there something they call that?
A cosplayer?
Oh, cosplay. Okay.
Well, the people that go to the Renaissance
Larking?
Festival.
LARPing?
LARP.
Yeah. It's a LARPer in the patch.
That got into the wrong stuff.
Dozens of locals from a small town in China captured what appears to be an unidentified object, being, or something above the clouds, standing there. And honestly, they have no idea what this is. I did zoom in to try to make sense of what this is, but it's hard to tell. Take a look at this footage, comment below, tell me what you think this could be.
Nam mô A Di Đà Phật à. Độ con cái nào ngoài nước vô cái kìa. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật à. Tiếp cái nào phải đây. Cái độ phải. Tiếp nữa. Nó chìm hả? Đâu có vô nước đâu.
Have you ever looked at the clouds and saw something like that before? I think when I was a kid, I saw something like that.
It almost looked like a statue because it didn't move up there. It just was like statuesque.
Yeah.
But China has a lot of these weird videos going on. And I don't know if they're doing some sort of experiment on the people or what.
Yeah, you never know.
I've been a paramedic for almost 15 years, and I've had one call that has convinced me that ghosts are real. So buckle up. I worked for a 911 agency. Got a call, a signal 30, and a signal 30 on the radio stood for an unattended expiring. It took them a while to be found. So in this instance, I got called for a signal 30. Mammoth lives by herself, and the mailman, after about a week of mail stacking up in the mailbox, the mailman finally called the sheriff's office for a welfare check. The sheriff's office got there, found that Mama had expired, and so they called us, and we have to confirm that she had expired. Of course, it was hot. She had been in there for a little over a week. She had a pet. So I'll let you put 2 and 2 together, or 3 and 3 together, however you want to do that. She came out of the house, flies everywhere. I put some vapor rub in my nose and put a mask on, so I was taking that off. And I look across the street, and there's like a row of mailboxes across the street. So like everybody on that street gets their mail from the same spot. The little old lady was over by the mailboxes, and so I went over there to go check on her. I said, is everything okay? Do you need anything? And she said, well, is Miss So-and-so okay? Mama that expired, she's, I think the ME came back and said that she had been gone for about 7 to 9 days so far. So just keep that in mind. She's been expired for about 7 to 9 days. And I have this conversation with the lady across the street. She says, everything okay with Miss So-and-so? I said, no, unfortunately, she's gone. She said, normally we come out here and check the mail, but we do every day at 5 o'clock and kind of, talk for a few minutes, and then we go our separate ways. She said the past like 4 or 5 nights, all she's been doing, she noticed that Mama was at the front window of the house gesturing to come inside. And that was last night, and the night before that, and the night before that. And Mama has been gone over a week. You put 2 and 2 together, that made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. And I don't think that lady realizes how lucky she is.
So that gives me the chills.
She just wanted her body to be found, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh. I would not have wanted to go in there and then find that. How messed up would you be? I would have PTSD, I think.
I would have gone in, though. If I saw my old lady neighbor calling to me, I'd be like, okay, something's going on. Maybe she needs help. Maybe she needs help with something.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go in. When the old lady neighbor needs help, you usually do.
Right.
Today it's about a man named Elon, and he's one of the greatest business leaders and innovators the world has ever produced. He stepped forward to put his very great talents into the service of our nation, and we appreciate it.
Is he part of the Black Eye Club?
I don't know. Or did his kid just really punch him in the eye? I mean, kids are kind of like that. If you're like,
are
hey,
they really? They beat on?
If you're like, he told them, then he said, just punch me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, he's like, oh, just punch me. And he's like, okay, bam.
Okay. Why don't you grab the little pool skimmer and go over there? It could be a little duck or something drowning, and you're just standing there like, oh, what is this? Let me film it dying and drowning.
Like, get it the hell out of the water.
I don't know what it is. It could have been a crab. We don't know what that is.
Someone was scrolling through the dark web when they came across a website selling shoes, but a lot of these shoes appear to be covered in what looks like blood. Instead of the shoe brands, they are listed by names of people, their ages, and their shoe size. The person that posted this video did a few follow-ups as well and actually ordered a pair of shoes from the website just to see what shows up. He said that once he receives the shoes, he's going to be testing whatever substance is on them with luminol, which is a type of chemical that's used to test for blood residue. It's often used at crime scenes. Now, people in the comments of these videos are obviously concerned, and some are speculating that the shoes are coming off from deceased people, or that you won't receive shoes at all. Instead, some people believe you're actually purchasing footage showing what led these people to their demise, if you catch my drift. According to the creator that ordered these shoes, he's going to be receiving them in the mail tomorrow. So I guess we will soon find out what's really going on here. I'm really curious to know what you guys think is going to show up at his house tomorrow, and this is yet another example of how scary of a place the dark web really is.
Dark web stuff is really creepy.
Why would you even put your payment information on the dark web to buy a pair of these weird shoes?
Yeah, all I could think is maybe they have a special account that is being used specifically for dark web, because I would not have my regular account connected.
I followed up on this. I'm going to update you each week if there's more, but from what I got, the next video is the guy gets the shoes. It's the boots too, the cowboy boot ones.
Yikes.
When he opens the package, there is a substance on the boots for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
And when he picks the boot up and tilts it, there's a videotape inside. Yeah. So maybe she's right, but he's twitching it. Twitch streaming it?
Okay,
so,
yeah.
I don't know if he's going to update his TikTok, but if he does, we'll bring it to you next week. But either way, why? We live in a really messed up world.
Now, what's going on here? Toy. That's okay. No other information. That's very.
There's a scooter sitting here. Dude, he must have wadded. Dude, there's something in the water. Dude, what is that?
F around and find out.
I absolutely hate videos like this, but I am going for my morning freaking walk, and I have got to be tripping here, dog. I gotta be tripping. Every morning I go for a walk, and every morning the sun glare is in the same freaking spot. Blinds me right from that direction. So tell me why the sun is over here. Why the hell is the sun over here when it should be over here? What? Oh well.
Ah, did I stick the dirt tissue straight
Jordan, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Have you? Is that the moon? That is wild.
I jumped all this crap out here. I swear.
That's crazy.
Somebody dumped all their mud, sheetrock buckets.
I am baffled. I have no clue what type of phenomenon is this that appears in central London last night, 5 minutes to 9 in the evening, London time. This was during my live stream. To me, it looks like an alien spaceship, and then it's out of the blue, the shapes change to like an apple. Look at it. Can anyone explain? Or if you live in central London, did you witness, look at the sky and seeing this apart from me during my live stream? It's so weird. The shape is, I can't explain it. All I can think of is like an apple shape or something else. It's definitely some kind of phenomenon. I don't know. What is this? Can anyone explain?
We have a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
First guy was out of Missouri, pretty sure that's where he's out of. Second person was out of North Carolina. Third person was out of central London. We're all seeing this glowing sphere.
There's been claims that it is actually not a sun, that it is a planet.
Nibiru?
Yeah, with the, what did they say, the Anunnaki
Yeah.
come from?
I've also heard it's from the Canadian wildfires, but it doesn't explain some things.
Yeah.
How is it affecting everybody everywhere like this, really? And there are tons of these videos, by the way. I just condensed them down to a few.
And we haven't actually seen much of the sun lately. We've been getting covered pretty heavily. And I think a lot of people are suspecting this is why.
Cover-up spray? What is the point of that?
I don't know. And as we were watching it, something weird just happened with Beck's lamp too, by the way. That's never happened before. It's like someone just tapped on the
went
light
ding, ding,
bulb.
ding.
Yeah. It was really strange.
Sounded like it was a fluorescent light going on and off weirdly, but it's not.
Yeah. So was that some kind of an omen?
Symbolism.
Yeah.
For something.
Shit! Storm, did you do that? Storm, what are you doing? Well, shit.
I love how the kid is unbothered by it. Thank you everyone for tuning in again and watching all of our strange, unusual content. We love to hear from you. We love your comments. We'd love to hear any of your creepy and strange and unusual stories. So if you have anything you want to send us, email us at tothespiritpod@gmail.com. We are so appreciative of your support. So until next time.